Kevin Kelley is the president of Cleveland City Council. Good to see you. Your city is taking out insurance against potential lawsuits stemming from how riots potentially could be handled. So what fueled that decision? Where'd this come from?
Thanks, Frederica. First off, thank you for having me. And I'm very familiar with the inflammatory rhetoric, but any delegate or guest to the city of Cleveland should know that they're going to have a safe and enjoyable visit to Cleveland. On the insurance, that is not riot insurance. It's liability insurance against protesters, against claims against the city or law enforcement officers. But it's nothing that other cities, other convention cities haven't taken out. It's not unusual. It's not in response to Trump. It's just part of what we do to keep the city safe, to keep the delegates, the visitors, and our citizens safe.
So now, is this liability insurance something the city already has, or are you telling me it's an additional liability insurance to protect the city, just as any city would do for a large event like this?
Thanks, Frederica. We're taking this is above and beyond what we normally do. We do not have this as a standing, we're a self-insured entity. This insurance is for those events. It's liability insurance for the city of Cleveland. It's professional liability insurance, essentially.
And when did this happen? What was the catalyst for this?
The catalyst is our preparations for the RNC, and we looked at what other cities have done. We looked at what should we do? What is a smart decision for the city of Cleveland to run a first-class convention? What are the preparations that we need to do? And this was one of many items that we thought would be wise to do to run a first-class convention. So
in addition to this, then, is there anything that you can share that represents the protections put in place, the preparation put in place in anticipation for a convention of this magnitude?
Absolutely. Our City of Cleveland intelligence unit is very good, and we've been dealing with situation of unrest for many months, and we are now working with Secret Service, Homeland Security. We are very well prepared, and our council held hearings with the RNC Committee on Arrangements, who have been through many of these conventions, and they told us no less than 3 times they are very comfortable with the security arrangements that have been made thus far. They're very confident in the security plan that's being put forward, and I'm very confident, and our council is very confident, that we're going to run a first-class convention, and it's going to be safe, and it's going to be safe for everybody who visits our city.
Will these be security arrangements that are overt, that people can, visibly be made aware of, reinforcements that are in place because of this convention?
I'm sorry, Frederick, could you please repeat?
Are these reinforcements going to be very overt, things that are very obvious, in line of sight? People can see, wow, there's beefed up security as a result of this convention. Or are these?
Yes, there's going to be both overt security, and there's also going to be plenty of undercover security. There's going to be every provision that needs to be taken from a security perspective to make sure that this convention is a first-class convention, that it's safe, that it's free. There's always protest at these conventions. We're not going to get away from that. But that the protesters are safe, that the delegates are safe, that the citizens are safe, and that the police officers, the law enforcement officers are safe are all priorities of us, and I'm very confident that we're going to meet all those expectations.
All right. Kevin Kelley, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Frederica.